That leg 2, then 15 more laps, but before we can do that, the traditional celebrations at Macau, the drums, the music, and of course the dragons on the grid invoking good luck for all the drivers involved, some of them making their own luck before the start of this race. Another shot for the museum, which traces the history of this race back for 42 years. Race 2 then, and we're on board with Max Angelelli, who is well down on this grid after so much disappointment. He's in 23rd spot as we wait for the green light to come on. There it goes. Bit slow for Trulli. Schumacher comes towards us with Trulli and Couto, number 19, dropping in behind him. Rear breast coming down the straight towards the Mandarin Oriental with Jarmo Trulli round the outside of Schumacher. Jarmo Trulli, the Italian, into the lead. Schumacher is second, and again you can see Trulli moving from side to side, weaving around. That's okay in kart racing, but they don't really like it in Formula 3. And Schumacher comes right round the outside. Well, he tried this before and it doesn't come off. Trulli's got the line. Schumacher holds his nerve, but there's nothing he can do. Incredibly, he gets round everybody. Oh, and that's Fontana, Masson, and it's everybody. Fontana hit the wall. Masson couldn't avoid him, and neither could anybody else. Disaster for this second leg. There must be a dozen cars on their roof and piled up on this corner, and we haven't seen wreckage like this for an awful long time. Well, everybody getting out and walking away, but there is at least half this field that won't be rejoining. The top 3 get through. Here comes Fontana, runs wide, clips the wall, bounces back in front of Masson. Masson collects him, and everybody else joins in. And half the field now embedded in each other or in the barriers. And an awful lot of clearing up to be done. Some of these cars are not going to be repaired in time for the restart, and there will have to be a restart. And it will be for the full 15 laps. One more look at it. And Fontana just ran wide, and the back end of the car came out in front of Sascha Masson. And Masson spins across the track without out of control. He hasn't got any wheels at the front, and there's still cars piling in the background. The yellow flags waving very quickly. The marshals, as always, right on the case. It's normally Lisboa. This time it was just one turn further on under the bridge at the turn up San Francisco Hill, and you can see there that Sascha Masson won't be taking part in the restart. You can see this very depleted grid for a restart of leg 2. Red light on, waiting for the green. Trulli with everything to do again. And that looked suspiciously like a jump start from Rodriguez in 16, but they get away. And Schumacher is alongside Couto. Couto moves to block him, but Schumacher is there. We've seen him do this a couple of times before. And Schumacher comes round the outside and shuts the door very firmly indeed in Couto's face. And that was Schumacher's experience that pulled that one off. And that is Helio Castro Neves, and that looks like a red flag. Look at where he is, right on the racing line. He's not the only one. There are 2 cars involved, but that car looks stuck on the line. This parade tells you there's a red flag waving somewhere, and for the second time this race has been stopped. And you can see in the background there that the street lights are coming on. You can see now, looking down into the pit lane, that darkness is falling in Macau. And there is a regulation that says if the race can't be restarted by sunset, then it will have to be cancelled. And that looked like the gesture that said it's all over. That looked like the gesture that said there will be no more attempts at restarting leg 2. It hasn't gone a full lap in any case. This is a leaderboard we've seen before. The results of the 42nd Macau Grand Prix declared after leg 1. And though all the excitement happened in leg 2, Ralf Schumacher won this race fairly and squarely in leg 1.
Yeah, I'm for sure really happy because the first race was easy to control for me. I could push very hard from the beginning on, and it was important to see that I could stay in front however I want, and I'm really happy about this result. It was not a present for me, it was hard work.
It looked like it every step of the way. In fact, Ralf Schumacher drove a brilliant race here at Macau. His brother Michael won this event a few years ago, and you have to say that that was a present for him. But Schumacher, celebrating on the rostrum, won this with a classic Macau drive, a race that will be remembered for a long time to come.